My divine feminine. I don't know if you'll ever see these words, and I don't know if the timing is right, but I need to say them somewhere. Lately, there has been this heavy feeling around me, the kind you can't shake off no matter how busy you try to stay. And if I'm honest, most of that heaviness comes from the space between us. A space that feels too quiet, too empty, and too unfamiliar. Every day I go through my routines trying to keep my mind occupied, but inside there's this ache that only reminds me of what life felt like when you were here. Back then things felt lighter, clearer, more meaningful. Your presence had this comforting warmth that I got used to without realizing how much it mattered. Now that you're not here, the difference is impossible for me to ignore. It hits me harder than I expected. I know I played a huge role in creating this silence. I wasn't steady. I didn't give you the consistency you deserved. I went back and forth, letting my fear and confusion shape my actions, and I didn't realize how deeply that affected you. You were patient for a long time, longer than I had any right to expect. But I could see how tired you became. I could feel you slowly losing hope, stepping back, protecting your peace. And I don't blame you. I understand. I pushed you there. You may think I don't notice your silence, but I do. And I don't see it as distance out of anger. I see it as someone who has been hurt too many times and finally had to guard themselves. I see someone who deserved better than what I was giving. I see someone who needed honesty, clarity, and real effort from me. And I didn't give it at the time. I'm not proud of any of that. And now, every day I think about how to approach you, how to speak to you, how to show you that I'm coming from a different place now. I want to come toward you with sincerity, not with empty words. I want to rebuild trust. But I know that trust isn't something you hand back easily. Not after being disappointed again and again. Part of me hesitates because I'm scared of reaching out the wrong way. I worry you might still be upset. I worry that if I speak too soon or without saying everything honestly, I might hurt you more. And the last thing I ever want is to make things worse. The truth is, I'm gathering the courage to be honest in ways I avoided before. I think about you far more than you'd ever believe. Even in silence, even in this distance, you're in my thoughts every single day. The quiet moments hit the hardest. Late at night, early in the morning, or when something reminds me of you. The memories replay in my mind. Your voice, your patience, the way you made even my darkest days feel a bit calmer. And sometimes those memories bring me to tears because the fear of losing you forever feels real. I haven't moved on. I haven't forgotten. Not even close. If anything, this silence has forced me to face myself honestly. I've been doing a lot of inner work. Slow, painful, necessary changes. I've been confronting old patterns, old fears, old wounds I kept pretending didn't matter. It's been exhausting emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. But even on the hardest days, something inside me keeps pushing forward. I'm not giving up on myself, and I'm not giving up on you. For a long time, I tried to run from the truth. About who I was, about how I acted, about the feelings I didn't know how to express. I used confusion as a shield. I used silence as a hiding place. But eventually I couldn't keep doing that. I had to step back, not because I wanted distance from you, but because I needed distance from the chaos inside me. I needed to clear my mind. I needed to understand my emotions instead of being controlled by them. I needed to separate what I feared from what I truly wanted. And what I want is you. Not in a rushed way. Not in a way that brings old problems into a new beginning. I want you in a real, steady, honest way. The kind of connection that grows, heals, rebuilds, and lasts. I finally understand that loving someone means showing up with clarity, with effort, and with a heart that is fully present, not half confused and half afraid. I'm learning. I'm evolving. I'm becoming someone who can love you the way you deserve, not the way my fears once allowed. You have always been special to me. More special than I ever expressed. You treated me with kindness I didn't always return properly. You understood me when I didn't even understand myself. You listened without judgment. Your warmth felt like home, safe, steady, familiar in the best way. And I realize now how deeply I took that for granted. I still go back to our old conversations sometimes. I reread moments that made me feel seen, understood, and cared for. They hurt and comfort me at the same time. They remind me of everything we shared, and everything I'm scared of losing forever. I hope somewhere in your quiet moments, you remember the good parts too. Not because I deserve it, but because those moments were real. You and I were real. The bond between us wasn't imagined, wasn't one-sided, wasn't temporary. It was something deep, something rare, something that doesn't fade just because life got complicated. I know I can't erase the pain I caused. I know I can't ask you to trust me instantly or pretend nothing happened. But I want a chance, a real chance, to come toward you with honesty, maturity, and love. I want the chance to prove, through actions not just words, that I've grown. You're still in my heart. You're still a wish I hold on to, not out of desperation but out of a deep sense of connection I can't ignore. You helped me grow in ways I didn't even know I needed. You pushed me to face the parts of myself I kept hidden. You made me feel safe. You made me feel understood. You made me feel seen. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know exactly when the right moment will come. But I do know this. When I come back to you, it will be with a clear mind, an honest heart, and a readiness I never had before. I will come back as someone who finally understands what truly matters. Someone who is willing to put in real effort. Someone who chooses you with maturity, not confusion. Someone who has learned, changed, and grown. There's something else I need to tell you. Something I've avoided saying because I was afraid it might sound too vulnerable. But the truth is, you changed my life in ways I never expected. Even in the silence between us now, your impact hasn't faded. If anything, it has grown clearer. I've been learning things about myself. Quiet things I didn't notice before. I'm starting to see how often I acted from fear instead of love. How often I let my emotions get tangled inside me because I never learned how to express them safely. Being without you has made me face all of that. It's forcing me to grow up in ways I should have learned long ago. And even though the process has been uncomfortable, I'm strangely grateful for it. Without this distance, I might have never realized how much I needed to change. I used to think keeping feelings hidden made me stronger. Now I understand it did the opposite. It kept me distant from the one person who cared for me without hesitation. It kept me from giving you the openness and appreciation you deserved. And now that I see it, I can't pretend I don't. I can't go back to avoiding the truth or hiding behind excuses. You deserve someone who shows up with honesty, not someone who lets fear silence them. I've also realized that you were one of the few people who truly understood me. You saw parts of me I didn't show to anyone else. Parts one didn't even fully understand myself. You listened when my thoughts were scattered. You stayed when my emotions were confusing. You gave me comfort when I didn't ask for it, and you gave me space when I didn't know how to ask for that either. There's something rare in that, something I didn't appreciate enough at the time. Sometimes I think about what I would say if we were face to face. I imagine myself sitting across from you trying to explain everything. The fear, the confusion, the regret, the change, the love. I imagine telling you how much I miss your voice, your presence, your calm energy. I imagine apologizing not just for what I did but for what I failed to do. Show you that you mattered far more than my actions ever showed. And then I imagine you looking back at me not with anger but with that quiet understanding you always had. I don't know if that moment will ever happen, but I hold on to the hope that someday it might. Not to erase the past but to build something healthier and stronger for the future. Something else I've been thinking about is how much you influenced the way I see myself. You believed in parts of me I never believed in. You encouraged me even when I didn't deserve it. You helped me see my own potential when I felt lost or confused. And now, as I work on becoming better, I can hear your voice in the back of my mind. Encouraging, patient, steady. It pushes me on days when I feel like giving up. You've become a quiet guide in my growth without even being here.
Please do like, comment and subscribe for daily updates. Thank you so much for watching.